Hello there, Tehmina. Let's go. The issue of copyright law is a debatable issue over a period of the... Okay, so can you see we've got a bit of repetition here? Is there another way that we could rephrase the sentence to avoid the repetition? Let's see. So the issue of copyright law has grown in importance over the last few decades, largely because of the advent of broadcast and print media. Okay, I'm basically saying the same, but without the repetition. I firmly believe that this law empowers the creator by giving ultimate right of ownership. Fantastic. This essay will discuss this issue by giving examples from Harvard Office and Gucci Bag's designer to demonstrate points and prove arguments. Okay, so we don't really want to mess up this sentence. Okay, this is a very useful sentence and it's quite easy to memorize. And when I transformed it by removing the personal pronouns. Okay, this essay will blah blah blah. So that, and I don't know what Harvard Office means. Harvard University, everybody does. And if you say Harvard University here, then we can just refer to it as Harvard, okay, later on. So the next essay you write, I want that sentence to be pristine. I want it to be perfect. Firstly, genuine owners of any literacy or artistic work are bestowed by incredible incentives, check your spelling, in the form of money or international awards. Fantastic start. Good vocabulary. Incentives, literacy, artistic, genius. This is largely because, okay, so if we use largely here, we don't use it up there. All right, but well done for using that. This is largely because copyright law, I'm sure copyright is one word, automatically grants them ownership and recognition of their work. Genius. For example, Harvard University found an obvious improvement in the economic status of creators. Good. Therefore, protection from infringement and piracy, check your spelling, which is obtained by copyright law, always secures the original work and promotes creativity. Okay. So always secures, third person singular, and promotes, same thing, okay, with these. So check the next essay that you write, check that you've got third person singular S in place. That's important. You might lose points otherwise. Also, while I remember, Tehmina, the next essay that you send me, I want it to be sooner. I want you to get writing faster. Because this way the information I tell you is more likely to stay in your mind if you write your essays tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, rather than leaving it a couple of weeks and trying to pick up where you left off. Okay, so faster work rate will benefit you. Secondly, the chances of theft by people who use shortcuts in life are mitigated by certain measures such as legislation. Okay, so be careful. The next part of the paragraph, or the next paragraph, is the question is something about society. I'm certain. Does society benefit? So we have mentioned society here, but it doesn't seem as though we're going to talk about society. But let's carry on. This is done by making, okay, this, so we've got redundancy here. This is done by, or this is made possible by stamping the work to be displayed in the market. For instance, recent news from the UK shows that the imminent designer Gucci bags, shows that an imminent, shows that Gucci Bag's company, because that's the subject, it's not the designer, it's not the designer who sued a local brand, it's Gucci Bags. So shows that Gucci Bag's company sued a local brand for copying incredible designs. We can't say her. Gucci is a company, it's not a person, or it's not the person who's going to sue, it's the company who's going to sue, okay, for copying their incredible designs. Hence, It seems plausible to claim that recognition of original art in a society promotes a sense of competition. The artist will come up with the best performance. Fantastic. Actually, you did bend it round and you did recover, so that's fine. Good score for task response there. To conclude, from the above arguments and examples, it is evident that copyright law is always advantageous for the original artist. Hedging. Look at the last chapters, the advanced chapters, and you'll learn about hedging. But here what we say is usually always advantageous for the original artist. It is also predicted that its importance will be acknowledged to promote talent and creativity. Genius. Tehmina, you're fantastic with your vocabulary. We've got the full control of our paragraphs by using the sentence guide structure. We do need to work on grammar, and we do need to work on spotting errors. Okay. So the next essay you send me, I want you to spend a little bit of time just checking for mistakes that you've made in previous essays. Okay, so let's have a look at your next piece. The bar chart illustrates the comparison of consumption of different types of energy sources among 3 different age groups of males in the UK. That's fine. Don't bother with this. Okay, don't bother, because we're going to go into these groups now, and 3 different age groups is fine. Okay, dairy products, good. I like it when students start with the subject. That's fantastic. Dairy products comprised of more than 40% in the first group from 0 to 24 years, followed by 25 and 15% in second and third age group respectively. Good. While at the same time, meat consumption consisted of about 1/4 by first and third group and half by males from 24 to 50 years. Okay, let's see. At the same time, meat consumption consisted of about 1/4 for the first and third group, 1/4 of what? Of the original amount or of the total amount? So this sentence would need to be rephrased. Well done for using while. Yeah, the same time as what? Because we've got 3 different age groups represented and we say at the same time. Okay, so that sentence needs to be cleared up for clarity. Pulses contributed nearly 1/4 for the age group, while little for the second group, and a significant amount for the elderly group. Okay, that's good, but we did need a little bit of detail. Little here and significant is too vague, and here similar problem to this one. Okay, there's no reference. Okay, 3/4 of the total energy form. Okay, so just bear that in mind for the next piece of work. However, vegetables were found to be used as at 20, 15 and 10% exactly for each age group. Okay, put a reference to the age group. Overall, it is clear that dairy products were among the favourite source of energy for the first group, while meat for the second and pulses for the third age group. Fantastic summary there. Well done. Good work. Now for the next essay, you're going to write about expected visits. Okay, when you're writing about expected visits, it would be logical to write about Canada, Mexico, and America. Okay, not by the cities. Just a tip there. Here you managed to do it. Okay, but we did miss a chunk of information. We didn't miss a chunk of information. You managed to do it by using the different groups, and that's fine. But with the next one, I think it might be a little bit tricky. Okay, so Tehmina, what I want you to do is implement all the corrections that you've heard, make a list of the mistakes, and then write me 2 new essays. And the sooner the better, because there's more chance of remembering what I've just taught. Okay, so you're doing good. Let's keep on improving.